Welcome to Daily English Room. Today's topic is learning English. Our first topic is the reason why you want to learn English.
For me, it's all about sharing my passion for Brazilian cuisine. I dream of opening a restaurant that attracts an international crowd. Speaking English will help me explain dishes, understand customer preferences, and maybe even land a spot on a cooking show one day.
Now, let's look to the future. What is your biggest goal for using English in the next year?
I'm aiming to start a YouTube cooking channel where I'll share Brazilian recipes in English. I want to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's ambitious, but I believe my passion for food will shine through, even if my English isn't perfect.
To help achieve them, you must be using various learning resources. So, what's your favorite resource for learning English, and why?
I love using cooking shows on YouTube for learning English. I follow several channels hosted by native English speakers. Not only do I pick up cooking-related vocabulary, but I also learn everyday expressions and cultural nuances. Plus, I can practice by cooking along and describing the process in English.
What's a cultural misunderstanding or surprise you've encountered while learning or using English?
Mine happened at a food festival in London. I was proudly telling visitors that my feijoada was the bomb, meaning it was excellent. Some people looked alarmed until a kind English speaker explained that while the bomb is positive in casual American English, some Brits might think I was saying my food was dangerous or unpleasant. I quickly learned to say it was fantastic instead.
Learning a language can be challenging, but it also has its rewarding moments. Can you share a moment when you felt you'd made a real breakthrough in your English skills?
For me, it was when I successfully told a joke in English and everyone laughed. It happened at an international food fair. I made a pun about whisking away some eggs for my dessert recipe. The play on words just came naturally, and when people got it, I felt on top of the world. Understanding and creating humor in another language felt like unlocking a new level of fluency.
Language learning is also about consistent practice. How do you incorporate English into your daily life outside of formal study or work?
For me, cooking is my passion, so I've started narrating my cooking process in English, as if I'm hosting my own cooking show. I record myself and watch it later to improve. It's a bit silly, but it's great practice for my future YouTube channel. I also joined an online international cookbook club where we discuss recipes in English. It's improved both my culinary and language skills.
Learning a language can sometimes be frustrating. What do you do to stay motivated when you feel discouraged in your English learning journey?
I have a vision board in my kitchen with pictures of international chefs I admire and quotes from them in English. When I feel down, I look at it and remind myself why I started this journey. I also treat myself to watching an episode of my favorite English cooking show. It's a reminder that I'm not just learning a language, I'm working towards my dreams.
Sometimes the most effective learning methods are ones we don't expect. What's an unconventional or unexpected strategy that has really helped improve your English skills?
Singing karaoke in English has been a game changer for me. I started doing it just for fun, but I noticed it really helped with my pronunciation and rhythm of speech. I focus on songs that tell stories, like country music or rap, which has improved my narrative skills in English. It's also great for learning colloquialisms and slang. Now, I host a weekly English karaoke night at my restaurant.
What's your ultimate aspiration or dream that you hope to achieve through English proficiency?
I aspire to host an international cooking show that explores the intersection of cuisines from around the world. I want to travel to different countries, learn about their traditional dishes, and create fusion recipes that blend these traditions with Brazilian cuisine. Mastering English will allow me to connect with chefs and food lovers globally, sharing the joy of culinary exploration and cultural exchange through food.
How has learning English changed you as a person or altered your worldview?
Learning English has empowered me as a woman and a mother. In many English language parenting forums, I've encountered different views on gender roles and child rearing that have inspired me to challenge some traditional norms in my community. It's also made me more adaptable. Navigating between languages has trained my brain to switch perspectives quickly, making me more flexible in my thinking and problem solving. This adaptability has been invaluable in both my personal life and my teaching career.
Now, let's talk about AI's future impact on English learning. How do you think AI will influence the way people learn English in the future?
AI could make learning more accessible, especially for people in industries like mine. I imagine being able to practice English while cooking, with AI assistants helping me improve my vocabulary in real time. AI could also help me connect with chefs from around the world and learn how they describe food and techniques in English.
Do you think AI can fully replace human teachers in English learning? Why or why not?
No, I don't think AI can replace human teachers. AI can help with vocabulary and grammar, but there's something about learning from a person, especially when it comes to real-life conversations or cultural context. I like how human teachers can share stories and experiences, which makes learning English more engaging.
What role do you think AI can play in helping people overcome language barriers?
AI is already helping people communicate across language barriers, especially in industries like hospitality. For example, I've used AI translation tools in the kitchen when working with international teams. It helps us understand each other faster, and as AI improves, I think it will become an even more essential tool for people learning English.
Now, what advice would you give to your younger self or someone just starting to learn English?
I'd tell my younger self to start practicing English earlier and not wait until I thought I was ready. You learn by doing, and the more you use English in everyday life, the better you get. I'd also remind myself to have fun with it. Learning a language doesn't have to be serious all the time. Find ways to enjoy the process, like connecting it to something you love.
That's all for today's daily English room conversation practice. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, like, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button. See you next time.